All right, everyone, and welcome back into the cave. This is Montreal Monday here with the Montreal Expos as we continue to follow our Montreal Expos in the late 90s and early 2000s. MLB The Show 25. For those of you who basically what we're going to do for you here on the show is, well, we're going to have some fun. We're going to play some of these games. We're going to check things out. We've got a really cool roster that was created by, we're not really sure who it is, but somebody out there. And as well as the Olympic Stadium. And we usually get to see some of that stuff as we go through the show this evening. But before we get started, real quick, I know this is a baseball show here on Monday nights, and I know that we definitely are from the are in the United States, and definitely have. I can't get it out. Hold on. We definitely have ourselves a Canadian baseball team that we are following, but we have to really throw a shout out to the United States men's hockey team for one hell of a show at the Olympics here the last couple of weeks, getting 6 victories, getting one for Johnny Gaudreau, and bringing home the gold. So kudos to the men's national hockey team for getting that done. And, of course, the Fanatics going to be very happy because that also means we're going to get some NHL back, right, which is definitely key. For me, I like watching my NHL, love watching my Islanders, and, we're going to be able to get the boys back and get things going. So really, really excited about that. Also, we've got our scores up here, right side of the screen, right top. We've got the NBA rolling through. So if you are a basketball fan, we'll have those scores scrolling as we make our way through the evening. And of course, right below that is all of our fun college games. The service that I use brings me every single college game. As you can see, Incarnate Word and Northwestern State. I love to throw those out there as we go as well during the show. At the bottom, I've highlighted our NCAA basketball game of the night, currently at half. Kansas has a 31-27 lead on Houston. So shout out to those Kansas Jayhawks out there. If you ever do listen, if you ever do watch, the odds are pretty slim, but and never mind what it says down below. Of course, it says 2000s episode 3. This is currently episode 5. Episode 5 as we make our way through the 2000 season. So once again, we welcome you on into the cave this evening. We've got, probably about an hour and a half here. We're going to play some games. We are going to build this team and try to get them to the playoffs. So, again, if you are new to the show, basically this is where we are. A quick summary. We're in season number 3. Okay? We played the 1998 season. It was quite the disaster. Quite the disaster. The Expos could not win any games. And, well, they were not even close to sniffing a playoff spot. However, in season number 2, we made a couple of big moves, a couple of big free agent pickups, and bam, we got ourselves that much closer to a playoff berth. And it was the last 3 games of the season. It came down to the last 3 games of the season before we were eliminated from the playoffs, or eliminated from a playoff shot by the San Francisco Giants. So we're really hoping we can get that done here with some of the new talent that we have. If you missed last week, stay tuned because there's some good news and bad news as we continue to follow this team. All right, so welcome on into the general manager's office. In here, Every week we take a look at our current injuries, our roster, our lineups. So again, if you're new to the show, welcome on in. Hang with me for about an hour and 25 minutes as we follow our team through hopefully what's going to be a playoff season here on the show. So also, feel free to throw comments up on the board. If you Mr. Feeney, yes, absolutely. I did get to sit down and have a chat, so that was really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him a second time, but the first, couple minutes there sitting down in the restaurant was pretty cool. But anyways, so if you're with me and you hung with me through the little technical difficulties, I managed to come on right at 7. I was trying to go for 6:45, but I'm still new to this thing and kind of learning it and getting through some of those little bumps, those little speed bumps. So we are inside the general manager's office. Again, if you're new to the show, this is where we talk about the current roster and any injuries that we may have. This is a team that is plagued by injuries, and I mean plagued by injuries. So if you want to throw any comments up there on the board, definitely feel free. If you've got any thoughts as to what we can do, we have got a killer assistant GM and junior GM, and I'm always looking for more. If you are the late 90s and you think you know your stuff, feel free to. And you came via Facebook or any one of my other shorts or whatever that goes out, and you happen to click on the episode, feel free to throw some comments in there on the board as well. If I manage to attract any of my friends from the East Coast, I'd love to hear from you as well this evening. I know you got some snow coming your way, so try to stay warm and, of course, try to stay safe. All right, here we are. So let's get this show on the road. So here is what we have right now. This is where we are. The main thing to look at to get the episode underway is our current injury status. Now, my assistant GM and my junior GM, they worked out some great deals in, I believe it was episode 12 or 13, and we managed to get some big name players. Now, we knew that Ricky was out. Ricky broke my heart. Just maybe 10, 15 games into the season, we lose Ricky Henderson to a torn ACL. 41 years old. We didn't expect him to last super, super long. So that's where we are with Ricky. He's going to be out 5 to 6 months, and that's going to be struggle city for this club. Now, Kilvio Veras went out in the last episode. All right, for those of you who follow, I'm a Kilvio Veras fan, actually, in our little simulation. He was playing very good, as you can see by his stats here. He was batting .283 at six knocks and 25 ribbies. So the man was definitely playing pretty good. So if I've got any viewers on Twitch, feel free to throw a comment up on the board as well. I'd love to hear from you. So you saw he had 6 home runs, 25 ribbies, so 283 average. So he was actually playing pretty good ball before he went down, but he'll be down for just 1 to 6 days, so we should get him back here in the episode. I shouldn't say should. We will get him back in the episode. Ricky went down with a torn ACL. He's out for the season. We will not see him in an Expos uniform again. Unfortunately, at the age of 41, I just don't think he's going to recover. Now, here's the 2 major injuries that are going to kill this club. So we made some trades, and not trades that were really going to affect this team or hurt this team in the long run, but we made some trades that we were trying to build this team by going out getting a bullpen pitcher and a solid starting pitcher, and instead we throw them in. They pitched I don't even know how many times. So total of 11 games this year. So between the Dodgers and the Expos, Bartolo made 11 starts. He was 5-4. He had a 2.93 ERA, 57 Ks. The man went down for 6+ months with a torn labrum, so he's out. We then also picked up John Rocker, a nice trade, and he's out 1 to 2 months with a torn pectoral. So our ultra good pitching staff, or I shouldn't say ultra good, but our good pitching staff became very not good very fast last week, and almost made me, rage quit and throw the controller down, but I didn't do it. So, okay. So here we are. That's where we are with our injuries. Let's take a look at our current lineup. Okay, so this is our lineup. We're going to look at, we go against pitching, or when we go with no DH most of the time. We're a National League team. Remember, this is the 90s and the 2000s, early 2000s. There's no DH, okay? We play this how it should be. No DH. The only thing that occurs in the game that I can't really shut off is with regards to the pickoffs. So if they try to pick off twice and you throw over a third time, the runner automatically gets to base. So that's a bummer. But okay, against left-handed pitching. So with Kilvio out, we have rookie Jamie Carroll. He'll be filling in. He's going to bat second. So we've got Cabrera, Carroll, Grace, Griffey, Guerrero, Hayes, Sung-Hyun Chu, Bob Henley, and then of course the pitcher spot. Now Bob Henley, he'll be coming in to face lefty pitching. We know he can hit better against lefty pitching than Pudge, so we're going to go with that for a little while. I made that decision last week. Tim Raines is coming off the bench. He's a switch hitter, so we'll see more of him. Terry Jones is finally back from injury, so we'll see some more of him as well. Now, against right-handed pitching. Wow, I got a loud helicopter going overhead. But against right-handed pitching, we see pretty much the same lineup with the exception of Pudge coming into bat eighth, and Charlie Hayes has moved down. So I've moved things around just a hair, but not too much as we make our way forward with this team. So any thoughts, any ideas with regards to the lineup? As you can see, if you're unfamiliar with the game and you're just joining me tonight just to listen in, the snowflakes, that means what? That means they're cold. And if you have the flame, that means they are on fire, and we need to keep them in the lineup. So Javi Vasquez, yeah, we don't really care about how he hits, all right, if he's cold or hot. Doesn't matter. He's going to pitch for us. Jamie Carroll, well, that's something different. We do have a couple of people down in the minors, but I think we're going to try to get through the next month and see what he can give us. The next 6 days, because we got Kilvio back in 6 days. So that's where we are lineup-wise. Again, those injuries really kind of are going to set us back, especially when it comes to the pitching. And we've got some tough games coming up. So, with that being said, at the end of the last episode, all right, we're 48-35. We're 9 games behind the Atlanta Braves, and we're 5-5. Now, before we click over to the calendar and see exactly how we finished, just to kind of touch base as to where I'd like to be, the division is not important with this team, okay? If you've been with us since day one, and if you've watched and followed since day one, the division is not important. This is the late 90s and the early 2000s, and overcoming the Atlanta Braves is something that no one's really going to do, okay? That's just a fact. And if you see the team that they have now, they are stacked. This team is completely stacked. It's like they just opened up a massive bank account and started just paying everybody. So it kind of looks like the late 90s, early 2000s with regards to that kind of stuff. But the Braves, I don't even want to try to make it beat the Braves. I don't want to get the division. If we won the division, I'd be leaping for joy. But I don't think that's going to happen. What we want to do is get ourselves a wild card spot. And that's the key right here. We want to get ourselves a wild card spot. So what I'm looking for behind the desk here in the GM's office is I'm constantly looking at this right here. Okay, the wild card. Now, we currently hold a wild card spot. We're tied with the Cubs for a wild card spot. I don't understand how this works. If you know, put it in the comments. I'd love to know if you know. But yes, we are currently tied for a wild card spot. And my favorite stat is that we are one hell of a team at night. We're 28-17, so we need to pray for night games as much as we can here in tonight's episode. Now we're going to try to roll through as much as we can in tonight's episode. Going to try to go till probably about a little past 8:30. A little past 8:30 if you're on the West Coast, and that would be 11:30 on the East Coast. I don't expect you to hang out too much. You know, if you got a snow day tomorrow and you don't have to go to work, feel free to listen in. Feel free to listen in and comment if you want to, right? Definitely feel free to comment if you want to this evening. Okay, so we have seen our record. We have seen our lineup. We know about our injuries, okay? We're going to try to get through some games, and then we will talk trades, we'll talk free agency, all that good stuff, okay? I did look for free agents last week. If you were not live, if you watched in the replay, it was a struggle. There's some names out there, like UC McGuire is a free agent, but he's at the tail end of his career, and I don't know if he'd actually do much for this club, but there's definitely some options as we make our way through. Okay, so here's what we have coming up. All right, so coming up in the episode, that is the month of June, which I really don't care about right now. Detroit, we play Detroit and Detroit. So, yeah, okay, we have a series with Detroit, dummy. So we have a 3-game series with Detroit. That's at home. Then we take on the Cubs, who we're going up against for this wild card spot, at least at this point in the season, right? So we'll take on the Cubs for 3. You know, on the NHL game, I love how it just slides right over, but I have to actually control it. We have the Cubs for 3, St. Louis for 4, and St. Louis is 54-30. So they're a good team. This is a good, solid St. Louis Cardinals team that we're going to have to play in 3 games. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see if we can get something going against the St. Louis Cardinals. And then, of course, we have Tampa Bay for 3 games before we have the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby. Now, if we get any Expos into the All-Star game, I'll probably play their at-bats, and we'll at least get to see them. Or we'll skip right over it because I don't want to see my players in Washington Nationals uniforms because, yes, that's the one glitch to this game. You can create a team, and it's beautiful, and it looks great, but when you get to the All-Star game, it reverts back to whatever team they were. So I really don't want to see, you know, Pudge in a Washington Nationals jersey. I just really don't. But if we get to the Home Run Derby, we're playing that. If we have anyone in the Home Run Derby, we're definitely playing it, especially if it's Griffey. I'll play it out. Okay, and then we have Cleveland for 3, Colorado for 3. If you're looking at the board, we have a second series with the Cubbies. Then we take on the Houston Astros, a team that basically knocked us out of a wild card spot last year. So we want redemption and some revenge against those Houston Astros. And if we have time, we might play the Baltimore series, but I think we'll probably end off with the Houston Astros here tonight. Okay. And of course, if we have any Sunday games we fully manage. And any any extra innings we'll go in and watch. We'll go in and definitely watch to see how things are going. So I apologize right now. I'm going to apologize right now. If I start speaking in basketball terms, I have been, you know, neck deep in NBA 2K26 here. I'm putting together a video that won't be live. I'm not going to do it live. You'll actually see that recorded and edited. We're following the Clippers, trying to get them a championship. So that's kind of my thing, right? I want to try to get these teams a championship. Thing about the Expos is I wasn't never really a fan, but I am a fan of the Los Angeles Clippers. So we'll see. We'll see if we can't get them a championship starting all the way back in 1991. So hang tight for those videos. They're going to be coming out soon, and you'll find them right here on the channel. under the Clippers. I don't know. We'll name it Clipper. You can name it if you want. You're listening to me. Feel free to name it. If you got any ideas for that video, I am all ears. I am all ears. But I will tell you that the process is crazy. Okay, I mean we're talking. I'm playing the game like all day. Must drive my wife nuts. And then I, download, highlights from the game and try to turn them into a video. So I did that last week. I had a day off, and literally, it was like almost 2 days. I was 8 hours a day. I'm playing the game, recording the game, cutting the. I did all that, 16 hours worth of footage, and I turned it into 5 minutes of a video. It's the craziest. It's the craziest shit. It is the craziest shit. Okay, so now that I have rambled on and on, once again, if you are just joining the show, welcome on in. Feel free to put a comment up on the board. I'd love to get a roll call from my friends out there in Exponation. We are ready to go. Game 1 of the episode. The 48-35 Expos are taking on the 37-48 Detroit Tigers. Of course, this is a weekday series, so we won't see any of the Tigers Expos action. So we're going to have Javi Vasquez. He'll be on the hill against John Lieber. Javi is 8-3 this year, so he's pitching pretty well. 3.55 ERA, 84 Ks for the man. John Lieber is 5-8, 97 Ks, 2.52 ERA. And you know what we do? Press the button, and we lose 6-4. And Javi takes his 4. Every time I talk about our guys pitching good, bam, they take a loss. All right, here's the stud of the last episode, Kenny Rogers, the roaster himself, 2-1 in our last episode. Now, Bartolo went down, and we needed a savior. And our savior came in the name of Kenny Rogers. .99 ERA over 3 starts, about 4 starts, 45 total innings. Okay, maybe 6 starts. Do some math, Mike. 29 Ks for the man. He'll be taking on Brian Moeller, who is 7-7, 4.40 ERA, and we get the loss. So, again, every time I talk about somebody pitching good or being a hero, we take the loss. David Boomer Wells will take on Luis Franco in Game 3. Let's get a win, and we take a loss. So the Detroit Tigers, who have a 40-48 record, have swept us at home. How horrible is that? Those must have been all freaking day games because we are shitty in the daytime. Okay, we are heading into a 3-game series with the Chicago Cubs. Mike the Moose Musina against Geronimo Ibar. And we take a 4th loss in a row. Holy cheat, man. This is not good. Trey Moore, he's 4-6. He's having a down season against Kyle Loesch. And a 5th consecutive loss. The team has dropped 5 straight. This is a Sunday game, which means we're going to play it. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. Yep. And we get Kerry Wood. So we're playing against Kerry freaking Wood. If you're not familiar with Kerry Wood, Google him. The guy was a freaking stud. I think he had a 20 strikeout game. I'm not really sure who he did that against, but he did have a 20 strikeout game. I know that. I'm not making that shit up. I'm really not. Okay. All right. So for my Explanation fans who are watching me live, thanks for watching and always supporting. Our topic of the night is. We're going to talk favorite fast food tonight. We're going to talk favorite fast food. I'm not talking about a specific food from a fast food restaurant. I'm talking about your favorite chain, right? So, I mean, where do you feel like if you see it, you're going to stop, that's where you're going to go, all right? If you're from California and you say In-N-Out, blah, all right? There's got to be one. How about, you know what, let's put it this way. How about a random chain? So you might be from somewhere completely different, and you go to this random chain that nobody really knows about. Feel free to mention it. I think I have one. It's from when I was back in Connecticut as a young guy. So I'll be able to mention that as we go through. But favorite fast food chain. And we are heading into Olympic Stadium. We're going to be live. We're taking on the Chicago Cubs in a Sunday game. Now, we have dumped 5 consecutive games to start tonight's episode, which is not good for this club. Javi's going to be on the hill. Here's our starting lineup. We'll have Orlando Cabrera, Jamie Carroll, Mark Grace, Griffey, Vlad, Sung-Hyun Chu, Hayes, Rodriguez, and Javi Vasquez. So I think we're going to leave it the way it is. And they didn't ask me to put anybody else in. So let's go, Javi. Lance Johnson is at the plate for the Cubs, and he's going to double to lead off the game. Really, dude? Alexander walks. Was that Jim Thome? Jim Thome bunted. That's it. Pack it up. Pack it all up. When in hell did Jim Thome ever drop down a bunt? When? You know what? That's it. I got to go to the archives because I don't believe that. I don't believe that Jim Thome had any sacrifice bunts in his career. So, yes, that's me typing as I look to see. Jim Thome, sack bunt totals. Wow, Jim Thome finished with the Orioles. I never knew that. Okay, let's see. Jim Thome, sacrifice bunts. No, that's stolen bases, Mike. That's not. Oh, it doesn't say it. All right, if you're out there watching and you want to tell me how many sacrifice bunts Jim Thome had in his freaking career, feel free to let me know because I don't think he had any. I really do not believe he had any sacrifice bunts in his career. All right, so Sammy Sosa is coming to the plate, and he grounds out. So Albert Bell, who now plays for the Cubs in our world, is going to come to the plate with runners on second and third early in the game. And here's what we get from Albert Bell. Ooh, he struck him out. So we get out of that unscathed. Excellent job from Vasquez. You know, I take shots at my players most of the game until they come up big, and then I'm patting them on the back. I don't think that's the right way to be. I'm supposed to be more supportive. I should be more supportive, right? That's usually how a manager is. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Orlando Cabrera is going to lead off here for the Expos at Olympic Stadium. He strikes out. Carroll singles. Thank you, Jamie Carroll. That's a good start. Do we bunt with Mark Grace? I mean, shit, they bunted with Jim Thome. No, he lines out. Ken Griffey Jr., how about a blast? No, he strikes out. Fletcher, single. Aurelia, fielder's choice. Ori reaches on an error. We walked Kerry Wood. We walked the pitcher to load the bases for Lance Johnson. And if he hits a grand slam, I'm going to end the stream. No, he hits a single and drives in 2 runs. Oh, Alexander, double play. All right. Oh, my junior GM is a fan of Schlotsky's Deli. Schlotsky's Deli. You know what? I'm Googling this. I'm looking it up right now because that just sounds like they have got to have like some sort of good sandwich, right? Yeah. I don't even, where is that? Anyway, let's see. Schlotsky's Deli. Can I get a menu? Show me a menu. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking it up online as I'm talking into the microphone. Schlotsky's Deli. I like the way I like to say it. It sounds pretty cool. And it's giving me. I don't want the Uber Eats website. I'll pass. Oh, here we go. There's the menu. Oh, they have breakfast there? What? Get out of here. See what happens? The fanatic, you talk about, I talk about food and I get so freaking, yeah, okay. It won't bring up the freaking menu, so I'm going to pass. But it's giving me like DoorDash and all sorts of stuff. You know, I hate the internet now. Okay, not the internet. I mean, I'm on the internet, but I hate looking at the internet. All right, Mike, get back to the game. That's right. Get back to the game. Okay, so Kerry Wood against Vlad Guerrero. Nobody out. Bottom of the second, and a pop out. It's almost like that's a between innings commercial. I just did a commercial for that deli. I don't want to say too much out loud.
Ball 4, take your base.
Walk. So Chu walks. He's got some speed. Should we steal with him? Yeah, let's see. Flip that coin, and he's stealing.
He's safe.
And he steals second. All right, Charlie Hayes. Drive him in.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Oh, he walks. So now we got Pudge at the plate. And he singles to drive in a run. Thank you very much, Pudge. Javi, let's just bunt because, yeah, that's good. We'll set him up for Cabrera, who grounds out because he's cold and we keep trying to hit with him anyway. All right, Jim Thome, the master bunter himself, the sacrifice king, grounds out. Sammy Sosa, doubles. Bell, ground out. Fletcher, ground out. All right, Jamie Carroll at the plate for the Expos. It's a 2-1 game, bottom of the third. Ground out, Grace. Solo jack for Mark Grace against his old Cubbies team. And yes, I love it. We are tied at 2. Ken Griffey Jr., can you go back-to-back?
3.
No. Every time I ask him to go back-to-back or get a home run, he strikes out. And there's a fly out. Rich Aurelia now is going to walk for the Cubbies.
Ball 4, take your base.
We walk Ori. Kerry Wood singles in a run. Johnson, fielder's choice. Alexander, fielder's choice. Jim Thome with a 3-run jack. So the man does it all. He bunts, and he hits 3-run home runs. It's now 6-2. This is a team we need to freaking beat because they have that lead on us in the wild card.
Take your base. Ball 4.
We walk Sammy Sosa, and Bell's going to ground out. I think we have to take him out. I think we have to take him out of the game. It's almost like we've got to here. Feel free to put a comment in there. We got our offense at the plate, so if you think we take him out of the game right now, I'm all for it. Okay, Sung-Hyun Chu. Sung-Hyun, he walked and stole a base last time up.
3.
He strikes out. Charlie Hayes.
Ball 4, take your base.
He's going to walk again. Pudge reaches on I'm sorry. There was an error, and Pudge made it all the way to second. Beautiful. Would have loved to have seen that. Vasquez, well, he's coming out. Now he has to come out, I think. You would think we'd take him out. Yeah, that's it. We're going to take him out. Oh, wait a minute. What is my favorite fast food restaurant? Well, if you don't know the Fanatic well, I have several that I actually really like. And I did mention that, we don't want to break it down by food, but I could literally put together a meal based on different items from different restaurants and eat that. But there's a restaurant in Connecticut. I'm a Connecticut boy, born and raised. There's a restaurant in Connecticut. It is a fast food restaurant that I think now, down south. Now, I do have some people who were down south or live down south. It might have been known as Hardee's. It might have been known as, now I think it's Carl's Jr. They merged or something. But when I was a kid, there was a place in Connecticut called Duchess. All right. Now, no one's going to believe that. My sister, if she's listening, she's going to be like, bullshit, you don't like Duchess. But there was one thing that they had at Duchess that I really dug, and that was a mustard dog with bacon. Right? They made the hot dog with the mustard, yellow mustard, and the bacon crumbled. Awesome. White Castle. Mr. Feeney, seriously, White Castle. No fear. Definitely has no fear. Because if he's eating White Castle, dude, man, those little burgers, man, it was like straight up grease. I guess as a kid, it probably didn't bother you too much. But that was like some straight up grease. But hey, Harold and Kumar dug it. Right? Absolutely. Okay, let's get back to the game. I have these little commercials. So we're trying to decide whether or not to take Javi Vasquez out early in the game. And I think we're going to, it's 2 outs, and we're going to let him ground out. So he's worn down, though. I think we let him pitch to the bottom of the lineup and then see what happens. So if Darren Fletcher gets a hit, he comes out. And no, he grounds out. If Aurelia gets a hit, Okay, there we go. Let's make that call to the pen. Let's go ahead and make that call to the pen. Bring. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Who are we going to be bringing in from the bullpen? Okay, so this is what our bullpen actually looks like right now. Yes, did you like that? I did that nice little. I did that nice little telephone noise. I tried to use the oldest phone I could find. So, okay, little call to the bullpen. We've got Gagne, who can come in and throw a couple of innings. Okay. We have Chet. Yes. Okay. Mr. Feeney. I thought I'd see checkers pop up on the board because that place is good. All right. I only traveled to Florida as a youngster and ate there, I think, a few times, but Checkers is amazing. I always thought that was pretty good. So we've got Gagne, we've got Swindell. I think we're going to bring in Gagne so that our AGM and our junior GM can see what this young man does for this team. We're down 6-2, so why not get him a couple innings? So welcome into the game, Eric. Eric Gagnon, as they say here on the game. Oh, no, I don't want to leave the game, for Christ's sake. Why would I want to do that? I'm playing. Okay, Gagne
Ball 4, take your base.
walks the first batter he faces,
3.
gets the strikeout, and gets the fielder's choice. So good job from Eric Gagne. Just trying to earn a spot here on the club, right? Regular spot. Kerry Wood gets Cabrera,
3.
gets Carroll, and Grace flies out. Gagne, yeah, you can stay in for some more. Ground out, ground out, ground out. Pfft, there we go. We should have put him in earlier in the damn game. Okay, Griffey Jr. at the plate. Fly out, Guerrero.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Walks, Sung Hyun Chu.
Ball 4, take your base.
Walks, Charlie Hayes. Singles in a run. It's now 6-3. We've got first, we've got second, we've got Rodriguez at the plate. And we're going to have Sung Hyun Chu is going to steal third base and kick ass Sung Hyun. Oh, love it. Love it. Sung Hyun getting it done here in the inning. So we've got first, we've got third, we got Charlie Hayes. I'm sorry, we have Pudge. I keep reading Charlie Hayes here at first base. We've got Pudge at the plate, and he strikes out. Eric Gagne coming up. Sorry, Eric, but this is where we pinch hit. Okay, we've got a chance to get a little closer. I think we go with, we'll go with Tim Raines. He could be like our little middle inning hitter, and he grounds out. Do we let him pitch? Yeah, we don't go by that rule anymore, right? No, because now we have a pitching staff. We're going to bring in, let's see what we have coming in. Righty, lefty, righty, righty, righty. So let's bring in a righty. We'll bring in Jeff Nelson, see if he can hold it down. He gets the ground out. He gets the ground out. He gets the ground out. Lovely. Okay, Kerry Wood still on the hill for the Cubbies here. Cabrera. Of course. So we had Terry Mulholland last year. Okay, and Terry Mulholland had great numbers for this club. He actually looked really good for our team. Coming out of the pen, he was kind of our lefty out of the pen. And let's see what he does against us here.
Ball 4, take your
He
base.
walks Cabrera, so thank you, Terry. Jamie Carroll bunts him over. We'll waste the rookie. Grace grounds out. Ken Griffey Jr., can you be my hero?
Take your base. Ball 4.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call that a hero move, but definitely gets on base. Vladdy. Oh, here he comes. What the hell did they just call him? Are you telling me that this game doesn't have Tom Gordon? It's like the most basic American dude name possible. Tom Gordon. And they called him like Alblele Avila. Seriously, bro. Come on. Tom Gordon to Vlad Guerrero.
3.
And he struck him out. Jeff Nelson to hold it down in the 8th. Gets 1. What in the bullshit? Roberto Alomar plays for the Cubs, too. The Cubs and the freaking Dodgers are stacked. I mean, you know what? Maybe what we need to do is just make a trade with one of these teams, right? Throw me some 90s names. They must be sitting on benches. Robbie Alomar is sitting on the bench for the Cubs. He's batting .250 with 6 homers and 26 RBIs, and he's sitting on the freaking bench. So we might have to make a trade. Write that down. I got to write that down. Right now I have a stack full of NBA notes next to me, but I need to write some baseball shit down.
Ball 4.
All right.
Take your base.
And he walks. Lance Johnson grounds into a double play. So we have got a chance to hopefully get something done here. Bottom 8, Sung Hyun at the plate. And he's going to fly out. I was like letting it announce. I don't know why I'm sitting here letting it announce. I really don't. Charlie Hayes, ground out. Pudge walks. Jeff Nelson coming to the plate. No, he's not. He definitely is not. So we got a chance to go 6-5 here. And we have no power on the bench except for Bobby Hens. And he's coming up. Bob Henley, he's got a .241 average with 1 home run and 15 RBIs. The Montreal Masher grounds out. Bobby Henley has actually pitched before for this club, but we're not going to leave him in. But, we've gone through all this trouble to get, our bullpen better. So Scott Shields is going to come in. So we see a little Gagne, we see a little Shields,
That hit him.
and he hits the first batter he faces. So, oh no, and then a double play. So good job, Jim Thome, the master bunter and home run hitter. Sammy Sosa grounds out. So here we go. It's bottom 9. It's 6-3. Terry Adams will probably come off as soon as I press the button, but he's on the hill against Orlando. Yep, see? Jeff Shaw is going to come in for the close or the save. I say close, but it's a save. Ground out Cabrera, ground out Carroll, ground out Grace, and that is it. This team has lost 6 consecutive freaking games to start the episode. We are now 48-41, just above water. We're 7 games above 500. A team that was 13 games above 500 to start the damn episode, and now we're 14 games back of the Braves. But we know this is what's important right here. We're not even in the equation anymore. We're 2.5 games back of a wild card spot. And let me tell you, losing 3 games to the damn Cubs did not help at all. It did not help at all. So we're going to need some help here coming out of the All-Star break. We're going to have to make some changes to this club. We are going to have to make some changes to this club. So start thinking about it. My junior GM, my AGM, my random GMs out there, start thinking about it because we're going to have to make some changes to this ball club for sure. Okay. So we're heading into a 4-game series on the road. So we hop on the plane from Montreal, cross the border into the States, and we are going to St. Louis, where we will have Kenny Rogers, David Wells, Mike Mussina, and Trey Moore. Pitching, Mike Mussina is our best record in that series, 10-6, 2.71. For the Cardinals, they will have Matt Morris in Game 1, Rich Kelsey in Game 2, Eloy Chavez pitches Game 3, and Aaron Seeley, that's a blast from the past. Aaron Seeley will pitch Game 4. And if you don't know, Eloy Chavez was actually traded in one of the last episodes, I believe, from the Dodgers. So the Dodgers started making some moves, kind of shifting stuff around the board. Eloy Chavez was one of those pieces, and he ended up in St. Louis. Maybe we should have got him. Even though it only brings you 1 win every, 5 games. So Game 1, Morris versus Rogers. And, Kilvio's no longer injured. Thank you very much. We will put him back on the bench. Oh, here we go. This is the fun part. The Red Sox are offering us a trade. And we're going to take a look at it. So, this might be one of the stupidest trades I have ever seen. All right, so it is time to stop and kind of gather our thoughts here as this team has dropped 6 games to start the episode. So if you like a little bit of a laugh, if you like a little humor, this is what they're offering us. The Boston Red Sox have offered us Tom Lampkin for Trevor Hoffman. Really? This is the same Red Sox team that refused to make any trades with us. And now they want our our only closer. I mean, he's not really being used because we haven't won in a while, but really? You want our closer for Tom Lampkin. I got a catcher. I don't need um, that's funny. The Shotsky's Deli menu just popped up on my screen. Yeah, I don't need a starting catcher. I don't. And so thanks for nothing, Danny. I'm not really interested. But I see some other names on that board, right? I do see some other names on that board. Uh, I mean, David Justice. I wanted him. I need a left fielder. I don't really have much of a left fielder right now. With Ricky having got hurt. So, but I'm not trading Trevor Hoffman. I don't want to trade Trevor Hoffman. Yes, I'd like to decline the trade as we head into the series with the St. Louis Cardinals. And Kenny Rogers gets a loss. That is 7 consecutive losses for the Expos. Boomer, that's a loss. So if you're paying close attention, not only are we losing these games, but we're not scoring at all. We are not scoring any freaking runs in these games. None. Okay. Chicago 4-2. Chicago 4-1. Chicago 6-3. St. Louis 3-2. St. Louis 6-1. We're getting absolutely worked. There's no offense on this club. Game 3 we lose. Game 4 we lose. So we have now lost 10 consecutive baseball games in this episode. You know what? I swear to God, PlayStation dislikes me. Every time. It's like if I turn it off and I turn it back on, we'll win like 15 games in a row. Yeah, that actually happens. That is actually something that happens. I found that out on the basketball game as I was playing. I turned it off, turned it on, and the Clippers were magically like the Chicago Bulls of the 90s. So we got 3 games before we head into the All-Star break. We're taking on a Tampa Bay. Well, this would have been the Devil Rays, right? Because it's 2000. I think they were still the Devil Rays, not the Rays. We'll be taking on the Rays. They have Joey Hamilton on the hill in Game 1 against Javi. Then Kenny Rogers, the roaster. Look at his ERA has gone up to 1.41. And of course, David Boomer Wells is on the hill for Game 3. And we just need a win. Can we end this freaking losing streak? Okay, can we end the losing? It's like the curse of the Bartolo. The curse of the Bartolo. Okay, the man gets hurt, and as soon as he got hurt, the team went in the shitta. All right, here we go. Game 1 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Hey, now we got a freaking win against a 500 club. We could be 500 coming out of this. Okay, we'll be better than 500 at the All-Star break. Put in Tim Raines. Okay, you know what? I hear you out there. Let's freaking do it. So, where are we putting Tim Raines? You tell me. Tell me where to put Tim Raines. All right, tell me and I'll help you. We're going to put him in left field for Sung Hyun. Let's see what Sung Hyun's been doing first. All right. First, we got to take a look at the roster. Yeah, we know about that. So, first, let's take a look in left field. So we know Ricky's out, right? I can keep talking about that. Kareem Hawkins, he's batting 186. We're not going to bring him up. Sung Hyun's batting 205. Timmy has 80 at bats and he's batting 300. Yeah, you know what? That's it. Here's what we're going to do. So I hear you out there, assistant GM, and I think we're going to make a move here. So, All-Star break's coming up. We're going to go with Sung Hyun. He's going to play Saturday, Sunday. All right? Going into the All-Star break. When we come out of the All-Star break, a brief reminder for the fanatic would be great to put Timmy in. Timmy. He'll come in and play left field for us, okay? And then, I missed the draft. I totally skipped right through the goddamn draft. But we will we'll put Timmy out in left field. We'll kind of platoon those guys. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. He's 40 something years old. Maybe we just go out and get some random ass free agent and put him into just for shits and gigs, right? I mean, we're at 500. We got the rest of the season to go, but we're at 500. Okay, so Kenny Rogers gets us a second win in a row. Today is the 2027 first-year player draft. What would you like to do? Okay, fans, here we go. Here we go. All right. I don't know if we've ever done this before, but we're gonna draft. Let's do it. You know, we've got some time. All right, we've got about 40 minutes here left in the episode. We're rocking and we're rolling, and we can draft. We can do that. We didn't scout anybody. This is all on a whim. So I've got an AGM. I've got a JGM. All right. And so get your checkers and your White Castle because it's time to go to the draft and see where we're going to be picking and who we're going to be picking. All right. Yeah, don't really care to do that. We're just going to have some fun with it. We didn't scout anybody. So this is it. This is the Major League Draft. So if we haven't actually seen this live, I'm just going to kind of let it play out here for a couple of seconds so I can get a little bit of a break. As you can see over here on the left side, round number 1, we pick 18. Oh, that's on the right side. It's actually on the right side. So we will pick 18th overall. All right. And I'm going to let my AGMs and my JGMs, we'll probably have about 5 minutes when we go to our pick. Tell me what you want and what you think what we should pick. All right. Now we've got some talented pitchers down there in the minor leagues. We've got no offense on this team, so I'm going to kind of leave it up to you as we go. Now, as soon as I press the button, we go live in the draft. All right. So, okay, perfect. Yes, I hear you. So you want to know my perfect fast food combo, and if my kiddos were out there listening, they would be able to tell you. In fact, I'm going to see if one of them is, and they might be able to say a little something. So we are in the draft. We're in the draft. We're inside the draft. And we're gonna get to show on the road, okay? But yes, my perfect fast food combo. We're gonna see if I get a guest here and if they actually say what that would be. But it is draft time. Round number 1 is underway. Yes, I've left this sitting on the board for quite a while, and pick number 1 in the draft goes to the New York Mets, and they take Tino Acosta, right fielder. And good for them. So potential 65.99, overall 52.86. So he's got the potential. Right now he's okay. Second pick goes to. Oh, I skipped that shit. All right, so we didn't see who it was. Third pick goes to the Angels. They take Christopher Tremaine. And yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. All right, so. Yeah, so these take about 10 seconds a piece, but that gives the fanatic a chance to take a little bit of a breather. So think about it as this is going. What do we want to get? What is it we want for this club? Okay, now remember, you're about 3-4 seconds behind me, probably, if you're watching on YouTube. So we need to know. We'll need to know what it is you want. For the club. So Kansas, wow, how about Kansas? 61-48 on Houston. Good for them. They have about 5 minutes left in that game. In the NBA, the Kings have beaten the Grizzlies tonight. The Jazz are getting walloped by the Rockets at 68-47. The Pistons have lost to the Spurs, and I believe there was only 3 games in the NBA tonight. Again, if you're an Olympic person, if you're a hockey person, one hell of a hockey game yesterday morning. for the gold medal. How about those? How about the United States of America beating Canada? All right, that's like David versus. Well, it's not really David versus Goliath. We've got a bunch of great players, but I mean, if you follow hockey at all, that NHL, those top, all four of their lines are killer. All four of their lines are killer. So the American team did a great job, and Connor Hellebuck, just holding it down between the pipes for the United States team. So, and really emotional win getting it for Johnny Gaudreau. So that was great, great stuff to see us get that gold medal. And of course, my boy Brock Nelson. How about that? Look it up. Back third generation gold medalist. So I think it was his grandfather, his great grandfather, his great uncle, and himself in that family. That's pretty cool. That is very, very cool stuff. Okay, so sounds like our junior GM says we get ourselves a shortstop or a third baseman. So you like that, huh? Yeah, I agree. I think, okay, so we are up. We are up. And we're talking shortstop or third baseman. So we're going to have to take a look and see what we have at shortstop or third base here. Okay. We're going to view a prospect. And we're going to go shortstops. And we're going to go top 100 prospects. So what we are looking at here, what's important to remember, okay, now for my YouTube viewers, I think you might be a couple seconds behind. So, yeah, so I'm at about 319 to go here for my pick. But we're going to go for a shortstop, okay? Now, we want to get somebody who's currently, now, there's nobody drafted. We have scouted nobody, dude. Absolutely nobody. So this is a complete pick. Like, we're just shot in the dark kind of shit. And I kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see, third base. We have anybody that we've actually scouted? No, we haven't scouted anybody. So we're going to go third base. We're going to take Patrick LeBlanc because it sounds like a Canadian name, and he's, let's see, 27th ranked. So welcome to the team. We draft Patrick LeBlanc with the, I don't know what pick we are. So because it sounds like a Canadian name, that's why I took it. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go ahead and we'll skip to the next pick. All right, so we got 4 minutes for this pick, and yeah, I'm not going to waste any time. The junior GM says we need a third baseman and a shortstop. So we took a third baseman with our first pick. Okay, now let's find the cool. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did we take a shortstop with the first pick? We did, huh? This is all we have. This is a top 100 draft prospects. So it's going to be between Bob Cortez and Robbie Goldie. Now, if you're looking at this with me, okay, great pick. Yeah, right, great pick because he's French or he has a Canadian name. Hopefully that's what you mean because that was an awful pick. We need to scout next year. We absolutely need to scout. If we're going to build this team into a champion, we need to freaking scout. But the GM's just like kicking it, man. The last couple of weeks I've been rolling through this so fast because I've been like exhausted. Plus my AGM and my junior GM, I don't think you were here. I took a third baseman. Okay, so we need to pick a shortstop. Thank you. Paying attention. I love it. Okay, so here's our options here for shortstop. We got Brady Evans. We got Paul Sullivan. All right, both of these guys coming out of the East. I don't know where they're from. Does it tell us? Oh, it does. How about from Pennsylvania? All right. I mean, home of Little League Baseball. Yeah, there we go. We got from Massachusetts, your cousin from Boston, Paul Sullivan. All right, Sean Vega. Sean's from Venezuela. Russell Machado from California. Oh, so look at this. This is actually pretty good stuff. I mean, I just happened to click on this dude, look at his future possibilities. Not too bad, right? Fielding 75 to 99, arm strength 75 to 99. Now again, this is like no scouting, absolutely no scouting. So I'm kind of looking for a guy like a Sean Vega. I mean, his arm strength looks like it's going to be between 80 and 99. His speed 80 to 99. Okay. Fielding not too good. We take a look at Paul Sullivan. Paul Sullivan, I don't like his numbers, and none of them can freaking hit. I mean, what did they not go to practice? All right, so yeah, this guy's a no-go. I'm looking at mostly defense. I was a shortstop. I played defense. I'm looking for a defense. We got about a minute and 20 seconds here to make this pick. So this is who we're looking at. Evers, we're going to say no to. Sullivan, we might be able to do. How about Sean Vega or Russell Machado, right? Russell Machado, he had some good numbers over here on the right. Not the best, but then you look at this guy. So it's between Vega and Machado. I'm going to let you make this pick, okay? Put it up on the board. Vega or Machado? Vega or Machado? That's where we're going. Okay, so I just got the call from the office, and we are going for Russell Machado. Russell, welcome to the team. Russell comes to us from California. Okay, he's a shortstop. Now, of course, the fun part is this is all rando. So as soon as we sign these guys, if we decide to sign them, we'll actually get to see how they turn out. So, Russell Machado, you have joined the club. We're going to go ahead and, well, we're going to simulate to our next pick because we don't give a shit about everybody else. Round 3 is underway. We have the 93rd pick, and, we don't have a whole lot of time anymore. We need a catcher. It says we need a catcher and a left fielder. So we're 28th in catcher. We're 23rd in left fielder. Hey, now we got a new listener to the show. Hello, Gabriella Kelly. We are trying to find out what would make the Islander Fanatics' favorite fast food combo meal. So from what restaurants would I put together my favorite combo meal? You are the only person I think would know, so feel free to put that in the comments. Mr. Fanatic or Mr. No Fear, you could put yours in there too because you might know me pretty well as the same. So we are like totally up against it. I'm gonna just fly in here and take a left fielder. So I like Roscoe Perkins, and Roscoe, welcome to the team. Oh, I took Ramon Marrero because I'm not paying any goddamn attention. So Ramon, welcome to the team. He's a relief pitcher. I have no idea why we took him. I have no idea how that happened. That's not what I meant to do. But Ramon Marrero, if he ends up being killer, that's going to be great. We're going to go ahead and fast forward to the next Expos pick. And I don't like how it gives me 4 minutes. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, Mrs. Kelly. I'm thinking, French fries. You got the restaurant right, but I think I might be going for something else from that restaurant with something from another restaurant. Okay, so we need to draft. Now it gives me the opportunity to draft Roscoe Perkins. Did it draft him? Okay, Roscoe. Okay, now we took my boy Roscoe Perkins. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Okay, so yeah, you're getting closer. You got Jack in the Box tacos and chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna get. You know what? We're just gonna sim the rest of this because this is pissing me off because I have no information to go on, which is not really my thing. So we have got one more game as we head into the All-Star break, and you know what? Folks, we just won 3 games in a row. That's it. 3 games in a row. How about that? The Tampa Bay Rays went down to the Expos. So we shit on them right before the All-Star break, and they come through. We had the draft, which was kind of a debacle. Soft chicken tacos from Del Taco. Wow, I got another new viewer. Bill. Welcome. I'm not really sure who Bill is, but dude, welcome to the show, man. That's awesome. So all right, so I'm just gonna clear this up right now. I'm gonna clear this up right now. Okay, so the Fanatics' favorite combo meal. Okay, if I was gonna get anything from anywhere, so let's see if let's see if we're in the home run derby. Okay, let's see if we're in the home run derby. Where we're doing it in Miami this year, and yeah, we've got nobody. Sweeps. Yeah, that's right. Sweeps. Thank you, No Fear. Sweeps with an S. Yes, sweeps with an S. Absolutely. Okay, so my favorite. If you're gonna combo my fast forwards, if you're gonna combo, I swear to God, I'm tired. I can't talk. But if you're gonna combo my fast foods together, I am definitely okay. I'm gonna go to Del Taco to get some of them crinkle cut fries. Then I'm going to go to McDonald's to get some of them chicken McNuggets, right? And I ain't going to have no sauce. I mean, I do like the hot mustard from McDonald's, which is kind of weird because I don't know too many people who actually like the hot mustard sauce. But if I'm going to choose a sauce, I'm going directly to Chick-fil-A. And I don't even need it. I have it in a bottle. Okay, that shit goes on anything. I could put Chick-fil-A sauce on anything. I was joking with my mom when she was here, and I'm telling her, I'll put on cereal, I'll put on ice cream, but that's a joke. I wouldn't really do that. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Okay, so once again, if you're just joining the show, welcome on in. We're having some fun tonight. We've had quite the losing streak here. We lost 10 games in a row. The GM and the AGM and the junior GM, we started crapping on the team a little bit, but we picked up 3 wins here at the end, heading into the All-Star break. We have nobody in the Home Run Derby, so we're going to skip right over that. Goodbye, Home Run Derby. And we do have an All-Star, so that means we get to play the game. And a skinny caramel macchiato from Starbucks for afterwards. That's right, but the most important thing is it has to be upside down. Because I don't like all the shit on top. I don't. That's my thing, I got to get myself a skinny caramel macchiato. And which really right now makes no sense because I've fallen so far off the diet wagon. It doesn't even freaking matter. But so let me hear yours. If you're going to piece together a meal from anywhere, go ahead and put it down on the board right now. I'd love to hear it because some of that stuff, it's good. But mine would be those crinkle cuts from Del Taco, a nice chicken McNuggets, and yes, the caramel macchiato. That's only if I have good company to go pick it up with, though. That's important. That's the most important part. Okay, so. And a gift card because I don't want to pay for that shit. It's like $8. But all right. So we're gonna go ahead and play the All-Star game because we have a player. So we're gonna player lock. Let's see who's in it from the Expos. Yeah, that's where we can player lock. We can actually player lock. So let's see which Expos star made the All-Star game. Orlando Cabrera made the All-Star game. Wow. How about that? 11 homers, 48 RBIs, and a 261 batting average. Welcome to the All-Star game, Orlando Cabrera. All right, so we're playing as Orlando Cabrera here. A classic Del Taco, McDonald's fries, and an Applebee's margarita. Yes, I love it. I got to turn this down because ever since you hit that age, man, it used to be like a shake or something. Now it's an Applebee's margarita. Thank you, Mrs. Kelly, for throwing that in there. No Fear with his Wendy's double cheeseburger and Mickey D's fries. Those Mickey D's fries are kind of untouchable, but I don't know. I do like those crinkle cuts, man. It's something about that. Even if I make them at home in the air fryer, like out of the bag, it's not the same, but it's not bad. So we are playing in Miami for the All-Star game.
Starting on the mound in this one, Matt Morris.
Steak and shake, shake.
Try to stay back for that power.
Say that 3 times fast. Okay. So see, he wears that. They don't wear my Expos jerseys, and it pisses me off because I spent all that time to make it. Let's see if we can get a hit with him. We can ground it down to third baseline. Can he slide? Oh, that's it. I think that's it. I think we just saw the All-Star break. I think that was it. Oh no, we get another at bat. Okay, good. So it's bottom of the 5th, runner on first. I am Orlando Cabrera against Tom Glavine, and I grounded it out. I grounded it. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I hit a ground ball. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, here comes pitch numero dos to Orlando Cabrera. Down the line. Oh, bullshit. That was foul. Brahms jalapeno burger, In-N-Out animal fries, and a root beer. Where's Brahms?
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's 2 away.
Brahms. Is that in Texas?
Back here in Miami, bottom of the 7th. And now Orlando Cabrera.
All right. Well, anyway. Here we go. Orlando Cabrera gets a... Now, how does he get 3 at-bats in the All-Star game? Yay, we got a hit. Oh, all right. So the Islander fanatic is 1 for 1 when he's playing live baseball. Texas, baby. I don't know who Bill Hester is, but welcome to the show. We got somebody watching. It's probably somebody I know who's going incognito, but that's cool. That's cool. All right, so we lost the All-Star game because, of course, we did. The American League beat us 6-5. And I wasn't really paying attention because I'm having too much fun talking. See what happens when you get the fanatic talking? If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. That's what happens. Okay, so we're gonna try to roll through the second half of the month here as we approach the end of the episode. We're rolling on about 20 minutes or so left in this one. We lost the All-Star game. We don't care about the Futures game. Okay, so the Marlins have made a trade, and they got Alexi Balladares for Rob Pratt, Michael Lyon, and Andy Raymond. Thank you. That was great. We take on the Cleveland team. All right, Cleveland. And we take a loss. Trey Moore against Troy Burton. And a loss. So we lost 10 in a row. We get 3 wins. Go to the All-Star break. Hang out in Miami for 3 days. Come back completely hungover. And okay. Ricky Henderson is eligible to be reinstated. So here's the thing about Ricky. Okay, Ricky Henderson is out 5 to 6 months, and they want me to reinstate him. Is the game stupid? No, I don't want to put him. Keep him on the injured list, or cut him. I don't want to be. I was going to be nasty and say cut his ass, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, and we get a win, so we've won 2 in a row. We call that a winning streak. All right, the team is 53-47. We're taking on the Colorado Rockies. And we get 3 wins in a row. Ramon Morel, good for you. We don't care. He hurt his arm. Okay, so we have to sign our draft picks today. So I'm going to go and do that. And while I'm doing that, feel free to talk to me, folks. Put anything you want up on the board. If you're new to the show, welcome in. We are about an hour and 15 minutes in. Okay, we are trying to revive the Montreal Expos and try to keep them from leaving Montreal. And the only way to do that here on the show is to win ourselves a World Series championship. Season 1, a crappy one. Let's not even talk about that. Season number 2, not so bad, but not so good. We were teetering on playoffs. We almost made it and then fell off at the end after getting totally slapped. I almost threw another word in front of that, but there's a youngster watching. But we got slapped by the Astros in the last 3 games of the season, and the Giants managed to get 3 wins. So if you didn't see that, that was actually really exciting. It was the most exciting thing, with the exception of a Ricky Henderson walk-off home run in this season. And then, of course, Ricky decided to go and do whatever he did to his knee. And then we got shit on when we traded for Bartolo Colon and John Rocker, and they both got hurt. So this year has not been the best, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares? All right, Orlando Cabrera made it to the All-Star game, and we almost traded his ass. We were going to trade him for Bartolo Colon, but we didn't. All right? And Astros, yeah, that's right, the Astros. The goddamn Astros. Thank you, Bill. I'm calling you Bill. Bill. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our draft picks. So here's who we got. Oh, this is all bull. We'll just, you know what? I say we just offer them bags, right? Just offer them bags. To hell with it. So this guy wants to sign Ramon Marrero, who I picked by accident because I was doing something else, and he wants 7. Oh, we're gonna offer him the minimum offer, right? Yeah, here we go. And he decides to sign. Welcome to the team, Ramon Marrero. You were an accidental. Bartolo Colon fragrance alert. Yes. Bartolo. No, not that kind of cologne. But yeah, you're making me laugh here. Okay. So welcome to the team. Ramon Marrero. Let's see who else wants to sign. Chester Donald. Chester, because it ain't easy being cheesy, Chester. Let's go ahead and offer Chester a contract, because why the hell not? Chester says, yeah, I'll sign with the team. He's a relief pitcher, because God knows we need more pitchers on this team. Okay. Oh, my boy Roscoe Perkins definitely needs to sign, because that's who I really wanted to get, and I did not get Roscoe Perkins. All right, so we're going to advance here, and we'll finalize our signing plan, and we'll go back here, because it's going to keep asking me to do this, so that's the boring part of the shit. Okay, so here's the other thing coming up on the channel. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be real fun. So I have got a challenge. Sammy Sosa is on the Cubs. Okay, Bill? So just hang tight. You'll see him, because I'm sure he'll kick the shit out of us in another couple of games. So hang tight for Sammy Sosa. So yes, I totally agree. That's probably what we're going to offer the next guy. We're going to offer Roscoe $5 and some Coles cash. Yeah, and I think I have an old what's the name of that barbecue joint in Temecula? I think I have one of those gift cards in my wallet too. We'll probably offer him one of those. Okay, so coming up later on another episode, not an episode of the baseball. We're actually going to do something a little different. So I have a challenge from my junior GM. Okay, if he's out there and he's watching, to play a round of golf, and we're gonna do that live. So, or maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll record it, and then we'll show it. But I have been challenged to a round of golf with my junior GM. I'm really looking forward to that. I've been kind of getting the game to go and work, thanks to some helpers out there who have played me from far, far away. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that definitely going here at some point, little live against the junior GM. If he doesn't have the game, just let me know, because I'll pitch in, and definitely. And you know what? I can get a third person or a fourth person in there, so we can all play. We can have a 2-on-2 match if we really wanted to. That can be done, and we can do it live. And I would love to do that live, because golf is actually something I know a little something more about. Well, kind of. Kind of. But I'm really looking forward to that. So if you need a little help, if you don't have the game, I got you, bro. Just let me know. I want to get it for you so we can play. All right. And if we can get a foursome together, if there's friends out there and you want to get in on that, let's freaking do it. Let's freaking go. Okay. So we are taking on the Chicago Cubs. So Bill, this one's for you. You asked for Sammy Sosa, you freaking got it, okay? Now, we skipped through, and we're going to go ahead and play on a Sunday. So, oh, excellent. So you've got the game. My junior GM, he has got the game. So we're going to take some time out of the office, all right? Because he's been working really hard. He's been getting me some hockey players. He's been getting me some baseball players, and we're gonna hit the links. That's right. So all we're gonna do, we have to come up with a day. We'll schedule it. I'll put it on the channel, and we're gonna be playing some golf. And we'll have to test it out, make sure that it works, and then we'll rock and roll with a live episode. So, okay, here we go. We've got the Chicago Cubs on a Friday. Trey Moore is in the house, and our boy Trey gets to win. Ramon Morel isn't injured anymore. Good for him. And you know what we say here on the channel to our injured players: suck it up and get your ass back out there, because we ain't got no time for injuries. All right, Javi Vasquez against Kyle Loesch, and we get the win. So bada bing, bada boom. We have won 5 out of our last 6 games. The team is back on the rise. Thank you. See, I got a couple of folks out there who log in, they check it out, and bam, you're like my lucky charms. You got to be here. I don't even care if you put that shit on and walk away. You see, we start winning games. That's how this works. Now, I said that, and we head into a Sunday, and that means we have to watch. We got to play, and we got decisions to make, okay? We have got some decisions to make. So I still haven't seen bench the whole team. What are you talking about? Come on, Kelly. We can't bench the whole freaking team. That shit can't happen. If we bench the team, who the hell is going to play, right? You know what? Actually, you know what we're going to do? This is what we're going to do. We have got some open roster spots. So I think we have to name a player tonight. And, okay, I've got a couple new viewers. So you come up with the most clever name. And nothing ridiculous, because I know how you think. But come up with the most clever name, and we are going to name a player right here on the show. We'll do it right before we leave here. We're going to be, like I said, we'll be locking it down, shutting it down here about probably about quarter to the hour. So we've got the Chicago Cubs. We'll be heading in to take a look at this one. If you've never seen this, basically we just go through, we quick manage, make some decisions for the team. Spose Cubs, Wrigley Field. Oh, I hope we get to see some baseball. It'd be great to see Wrigley Field, right? See, there you go. You're thinking. Good, yeah. Come up with a name. Do it. Kenny Rogers is on the hill, the roaster. We call him the roaster. Right? That was a great Seinfeld episode, by the way. I love that episode. Where with the sign and the light and look it up, the Kenny Rogers episode. So Orlando Cabrera, our all-star, he is going to bat first. Kilvio will bat second, so he's back in the lineup. That's a nice added addition. Mark Grace will bat third. Griffey Jr. and Vlad will bat fourth and fifth. So how does Ken Griffey Jr. not make the all-star game? What the hell kind of shit was that? Vladdy not having the best year. But not too bad. Sung Hyun, yeah, you're coming out. Sorry, Sung, you're coming out. We're putting Timmy Raines in. See, because I forgot at the All-Star break, you're supposed to tell me. Okay. Yes, we will do that. So if you're not paying attention to the comments, so you will see the name before we close out the episode, and we will actually we'll make him look. I'm going to do it right here because that's a pretty good one. If you come up with a different one, feel free to let me know. Okay, so Tim Raines, you're coming in. And you know what? We're going to put Bobby Hens in because Pudge is a little cold right now. And Charlie Hayes, you're going. And we're going to put Mike Mordecai at third. So we've mixed up the entire lineup. There you go. That's for my friend out there who asked me to. Orlando's going to hit a solo jack, so there you go. That's how you do shit, right? You mix shit up, and the rest of the team's like, holy hell. Kilvio with a single. Mark Grace with the flyout. So we're facing Kerry Wood again. He got us earlier in the episode. Griffey, double play. Robbie Alomar, ground out. Aurelia, ground out. Jim Thome, the master bunter, is going to ground out. Vlad, fly out.
Ball
Rains.
4, take your base.
There you go, Timmy. He walks. Timmy. We're going to bunt with Mordecai. He sack bunts him over. Good job, Bobby Hens.
Ball 4, take
He
your base.
walks. So the two bench players coming up big, bench warmers. Kenny Rogers.
Take your base. Ball
He
4.
walks. Bases juice for our all-star Orlando Cabrera, and he hits into a fielder's choice. That sucks. Okay, Sammy Sosa. We called out Sammy Sosa. Here you go, Bill. You're getting a look at Sammy Sosa himself, and he's going to hit a single. So it's a single for Sammy Sosa. Albert Bell.
He's safe.
Sammy Sosa does not steal. Does he steal bases? I don't know that he does, but he stole a base there. Albert Bell's going to single. Buford's going to single. Kenny Rogers is imploding. Double play for Ori. Fletcher grounds out. So it's a 1-1 game. Kerry Wood still on the hill. Kilvio grounds out. Grace strikes out. Ken Griffey Jr. is going to strike out. Kerry Wood is coming to the plate. He flies out. Alomar grounds out. And Aurelia is going to ground out. Okay, let's go, Bill. Okay, I like it. Bill, yeah, let's go. If I know who Bill is, yes, excellent. Let's go, Bill. Vlad Guerrero is going to ground out. Rains grounds out. Mikey Mordecai is going to ground out. So Jim Thome ground out. Sammy Sosa strikes out. Albert Bell.
Ball 4, take your base.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood, yeah.
He's out.
See, I love it, right? So, you're seeing the names and you're turning it into, Carrie Underwood. Bobby Hens is going to ground out. The Roaster grounds out. Cabrera grounds. This is a 1-1 game. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Kenny's pitching a pretty good game.
Ball 4,
Buford
take your
walks.
base.
Ori double play. Darren Fletcher grounds out. So, top of the sixth. Kilvio Veras at the plate. Kerry, don't call me Underwood. Don't call me Kerry Underwood on the mound. And there's a ground out. Mark Grace is going to hit a single. Ken Griffey Jr. Can he deliver?
Take your base. Ball 4.
No, he walks. Vladdy, fielder's choice. So we got first and third, 2 outs. Tim Rock Rains at the plate. Our bench players, they've been coming up okay in this one, and he hits into a fielder's choice. Okay, bottom 6. Kenny Rogers still out there on the hill. See, now I'm Thank you, Kelly. See, because I'm going to use these as nicknames. Rich Aurelia double play. Kerry Wood, not Kerry Underwood, Mike.
Ball 4, take your base.
There's a walk for Mike Mordecai. Henley's going to strike out. Rogers is going to strike out. Cabrera is going to ground out. Okay, so we have got Jimmy John the Third. We've got Ratrick von Schwinger. Okay, so you know what? Give me a third one, and I'm going to put up a vote. I'm going to put up a vote here. I'm looking for a third name for a player. And we're going to vote on that right here live before we close out the episode. Jim Thome is at the plate, and there's a single. Sosa hits a 2-run jack. It's 3-1. God damn you, Sammy Sosa. God damn you, Sammy Sosa. Albert Bell strikes out. Buford grounds out. Ori singles. Fletcher, I don't know what happened. Ori stole a base. At a 36 speed and a 7 steal, he just ripped off a base from Kenny Rogers, and there's a ground out. Quinoa Veras. Quinoa Veras. Welcome to the party, Quinoa. And he's gonna reach on a double. Mark Grace walks. So we got first and second in a 3-1 game. So see, I'm not paying much attention because I got a crew out there that's making me laugh here. All right, Ken Griffey Jr. is going to fly out. Vladdy Guerrero hits a 3-run jack, and the Expos are up 4-3. Terry Mulholland, you know what you can do with that, right? Tim Rock Rains. They bring in Dan Plesac. Dan Plesac. Okay. And he gets he gets out of the inning. So it's the bottom of the 8th. We have a 1-run lead. That means we got to go to the bullpen. Yes, we're going to the bullpen, and we're going to bring in Alan Embry, who we picked up, I believe, after we lost Rocker. So Rocker went out. We brought in Embry. They bring up Mike Cameron. He grounds out. Alomar strikes out. Okay, come on, Embry. And he gets the out. So top 9. Let's get a run. Let's get a little insurance run here. A single for Henley. The Montreal Masher comes up with a single. We're gonna go to the bench. We're gonna pinch hit. We're gonna bring in Jones. He hits into a fielder's choice. Cabrera, the All-Star, strikes out, and Quinoa Veras is going to strike out. Okay, so we are now bottom 9, and you know what that means. That's right. If you're not familiar with the 90s and you're not familiar with this man, the song is playing. Even though we're in Chicago, we don't give a shit. We just take over the goddamn DJ stand. They're playing a song, and here comes Trevor Hoffman, who looks more like the bad guy from Titanic in our world and less like Trevor Hoffman. Okay, here we go. He gets the strikeout.
Take your base. Ball
He
4.
walks Sammy Sosa, and Albert Bell is coming to the plate. Trevor Hoffman, if you blow this save, I'm going to lose my mind. And he gets the double play, and you know what? He should be the player of the freaking game. So we got 3 games left in the episode. We're taking on Houston. Then we have a couple things we got to clear up. So we've had a couple of non-regulars tonight. They've come up with a couple of names for us. We've got right now on the board. We've got Jimmy John the third. He would be a minor league ball player. Who we will name here in the episode. We've got Ratrick von Schwinger. And you know what? If hearing me say that makes you laugh, excellent. That is because I want to laugh at it. We've also nicknamed a few of our players tonight as well. So thank you very much from the faithful out there in the nation. That's great. Okay, so we're going to roll through these. David Wells. He's going to, we're just going to simulate that. He's going to get us to win. Bartolo Colon is eligible to be reinstated. And no, we don't want to do that. We'll keep him on the injured list. We'll keep him on the injured list. And oh my Lord, look at that. We have closed out this episode trying to get back to where we were. We're going up against Houston. We're trying to get the sweep. And we lose. Sweep, not with an S. Well, that would have been a sweep with an S. We would have had 2 sweeps in a row. We would have swept Chicago and then swept Houston. I didn't even pay attention to that shit because I'm not paying attention. Okay, so that's where we stand right now. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the end of tonight's episode, but the team kind of fought back towards the end. Okay. They are 16.5 games back. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, we're looking more and more towards wild card. We're not going to win the division. The Braves are absolutely destroying us. They're destroying everybody. I mean, look, the Marlins are 15.5 games back with an actual winning record. The Braves are just walking away with this thing. They could literally shut down their stadium and not play the next 25, 30 games and still win this thing. Well, we're taking a look at the standings overall. So this is the East. Braves are first. Marlins second. Expos, Mets, Phillies. In the Central, the Reds have a 6-game lead on the Cubs, so that's big. In the West, we've got the Giants holding a 2.5-game lead over the Dodgers. The Rockies have they're 4.5 games back. Sorry for the Padres fans out there. They're 6.5 games back. And the Diamondbacks are a complete flop. They're 15.5 games back. Now, the next page, that shows us what's important. How about the wild card? We are 1 game. We're sitting 1 game out of a wild card spot. Okay, so moving into the next episode, we're going to need to get some shit done. Okay? Pirates. Okay. You know what? The Pirates are not superior in our world. They're 15 games back. Yeah, I'll show you the Pirates. All right? I can't believe that you would even say that considering that the fanatic is a Yankee fan. But anyway, thank you for the talking point, though. I like it. Okay, so the Yankees, they lead the American League East by 11 games over the Jays and an 11.5 over the Red Sox. No, it said Cubs. It's not. No, Kelly, it did not say Cuba. It said Cubs. But we could change the name, and it can be Cuba, whatever we want it to be. We could do whatever we want here inside of our little world because it's like a Bob Ross painting and whatever makes us happy. The Cleveland team, 54 and 55 with a half-game lead on the White Sox and a 2-game lead on the Tigers. The Rangers lead the West. So the Texas Rangers, that's right, the Texas Rangers with a 5-game lead on the Seattle Mariners and a 9-game lead on the Milwaukee Brewers. And the wild card looks a little something like this: +3, +2 for the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, and the Orioles are right there. Basically, the East is going to take the wild card in this little universe here in the 2000 season. I see that happening for sure. Let's take a look at our current stats as well. So, no, we want to do it this way, right? Yeah, we want to do it this way. So here's how we're looking on the season. So we'll sort them. Our leader in, our runs leader is Kilvio, don't call me Quinoa Veras, with 67 runs. Hits leader is Mark Grace with 137. Home runs, that's Ken Griffey Jr., who has already, let's see, has he passed? He's 3 home runs shy of last year's mark. So his numbers have gotten way better. 22 dingers, 70 ribbies, and a .294 batting average. So he's doing much better. RBIs, he leads in RBIs. Stolen bases, that's Kilvio with 15. Batting average, .339. That's Terry Jones, but you know what? That's no. It would have to be Ken Griffey. No, Mark Grace. .339, Mark Grace. So that's kind of our mains. Okay, we've got a lot of work to do though here with the club. Definitely a lot of work to do with this club moving forward. We're 59 and 49, and we need to make a push for the wild card. So if you are a watcher, okay, and you watch every week, my AGM, my junior GM, as we move into next week, let's go ahead and think about some players we can get. Feel free to put them in the comments. Send me, if you know me, get in touch with me how you know me, and let me know. I'll kind of take a look around and see what we have with the team. Now, we do have the task of naming our next player. I did not get a third name, so I'm just going to put the 2 names here in the vote. So we are going to vote on this. We're going to go with the Jimmy John name, yeah, and we're going to go with the old, I think it was this. So go ahead and we're going to take a poll here, and it's going to run for, I don't know, a couple of minutes. So we're going for Jimmy John or Ratrick von Schwinger, okay? And Jimmy John has, they're tied. So because it's the 2 people who put them on the board with those names. So, yeah, feel free to, Jimmy John takes the lead. So that's 2 out of 3 people who have voted have selected Jimmy John, or Jimmy John the third, and he will play in the minor league. So we got to find a place to put Jimmy John the third. Okay. You know what? In fact, since we're doing that, we'll go ahead and take a look at our last player that we added. And that was, where is he? Hamilton Porter, right? I think we have him in AA. So Hamilton Porter, if you're not familiar with Hamilton Porter, but you've seen Sandlot, that's Hamilton Porter. Okay. Oh, we got a tie. How is this shit tied? We need a tiebreaker. I'm not breaking the tie. I'm not going to do it. Okay? I am not going to break the tie. So there's 5. I right now That means one person did not vote. So, throw it out there. Okay. Okay, you know what? At Gabriella Kelly, I would not put that anywhere. And the main reason for that is I had some staff members who put that name on something, and I did not like it. So that will never be a name that I will ever put on this game. So I'm sorry. But it is between Jimmy John and the Schwinger. All right, Ratrick von Schwinger. He'll be a German player, probably playing down in Double A. And you know what? It's a 50-50 right now with just a couple minutes left to go in the episode. The Schwinger. Yeah, he's the Schwinger, and he's going to be playing the minor league baseball. If that was a horrible accent. But, okay, so we want to take a look and see what our boy's doing down here, right? There he is, Hamilton Porter. He's batting .221, 2 home runs, 37 RBI. So it's not too bad. He's actually growing a little bit. So for my AGM, my JGM out there, they named Hamilton, and Hamilton's been doing pretty good. All right. So we got about 2 minutes. We're going to go maybe another. No, I'm not. No. Yeah, thank you. I'm not naming it that. So, Jimmy John. We got another minute to go. I'm going to go. I got the little timer set here on the watch. And then we will name our player. We're going to actually just do it right here. Tell me. You know what? I like Ratrick von Schwinger. So Ratrick von Schwinger is going to be playing for us down in Double A. And you know what? We're just going to go with both. Because I like them both, I'll create them both. But we're going to do Ratrick von Schwinger right here on the show. And we're going to use, let's see if we can find some sort of junk. Tell me now, while I got you live, what position is Ratrick von Schwinger going to play? All right, because when he's not, playing for the Olympic curling team or some shit from wherever he comes from, he's here playing baseball for us. So what position is Ratrick von Schwinger going to be playing here for the Expos? We're bringing him in. So Ratrick von Schwinger, here we go. Tell me what position he's going to play. I'm all for it. So as we're nearing the end of the episode, it's been fun tonight. I appreciate those of you who supported and joined up to my AGM and my JGM. Always fun to have you guys around. We will be doing Whaler Wednesday coming up on Wednesday. Of course, I did mention that I'll be putting out some videos here on the channel with relation to basketball. Kind of focus on trying to get our Clippers a championship, which God knows hopefully will happen at some point in my lifetime. If not, wow, they're just ripping off where this guy's from and what he looks like. So if you'll be seeing those post up. Also, after some talk during the episode, we are going to have a live golf match. It's going to be me and my JGM will be taking each other on. So it's all takers. All right. It is all takers. TJ Tucker. What? Dude, I stopped on that guy and you actually played All-Stars with TJ Tucker? Like the real ball player. That's pretty sick. No fear. Always coming at me with some random ass shit. I'm telling you. Okay. So, as I was saying, we'll be taking each other on in golf here. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll send out once I kind of coordinate that and we decide when we're going to go to the course and tee it up, I will put that on the schedule. Again, we can have a foursome. So if anyone wants to join in, you just let me know. That would be great. We can even have a bit of a team game if we wanted to. I would love to put something like that together here on the channel. So we have settled. Okay, we're at the end of tonight's episode. We know that the Expos have basically they started to tank and then started to come back. All right, the injuries didn't affect us too much. We finished about 500 for the episode. We have also decided to name a player tonight, so that's what we're going to do here as we are just about the end of the episode. And I say that a lot, right? End of the episode, end of the episode, end of the episode. Some other stuff we found out. Is that I dig Del Taco crinkle cuts with McDonald's chicken nuggets, and I love Chick-fil-A sauce, and I'll put it on just about anything. In fact, so much so that just for dinner, my wife will make a healthy chicken, grilled chicken, and I'll eventually put Chick-fil-A sauce on what should be healthy, and I should eat it healthy, but I don't. So, okay, here we go. We're going to name it up right now. So I'm looking at my screen, and this is what I have right now. So we're not going to change TJ Tucker because no fear played with the guy. And even though he's a deep potential and a 48 overall, we're going to see if we can get him to grow. CC, he stays. We like CC, and he's pitching pretty good so far. The Ham, he's holding it down. Eric Hinsky, he's actually a real guy. I don't know about Scott Zeck, but Scotty, you're gone, baby. We're going to edit you up, and we're going to change you into my boy, Ratrick von Schwinga. I laugh saying the name. I know you can't see the spelling. You can't see me typing, but I am definitely typing. So we'll call him. Well, I'll probably end up calling him the Rat Swinger. Yeah, Rat Schwinga. Yeah, there he is. Okay, Ratrick. There we go. There's no first, so it won't do the audio for Ratrick von Schwinga. Scotty Zeck, you can get out of here. That's right. Let's get him out of here. Okay, would you like to clear your first name audio? No. Okay, so Scotty Zeck, bye-bye. Bye-bye. And we're going to go, let's see if it should, right? It should let me actually put two names on here. It's going to look pretty funny, but. Oh, what? It won't let me put it? Okay, hold on a second. We might have to put this all together. So you can't see that, right? You can't see when I'm actually sitting here typing that. Inappropriate text. Okay, guys. Does that mean something that I shouldn't be putting on the game? Because it's telling me that it's inappropriate text. So if you're telling me to put something that's bad, then I can't put it on the game for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe some kid can get their hands on it. I'm not sure. But it won't let me do it. So, and if I've been saying something terrible, then that's not good. That's not good. Because, this is a clean show. All right. The Fanatic tries to be clean. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you know what? All right, let's just do this. Let's see if it'll do this. You know what? That's the dumbest thing. It won't let me change it. It won't let me put that name in here, and I don't know why, and it's really upsetting me right now. Oh, hold on a second. I think I just got it to work. I had to write it like I write it. So you're gonna see it pop up on the screen here in a second. But hold on a second. Let's see if we can put the other part in there though, because I really want to see if I can put the other part in here. So yes, I could put it as Schwinga. Yeah. But I couldn't put the other way, like that other way. It wouldn't let me put Swinger, maybe because it thinks it's. Oh, yeah, there we go, baby. von Schwinga. Ratrick von Schwinga. Okay, and where's he coming from? Is he international? Absolutely he is. And we said he's from where now? He's from Argentina. Okay, so he's Argentinian. We like that. And it's not in here. What kind of bullshit is that, really? Okay, give me another country then, because it's not. It won't let me do Argentina. He can't be Argentinian. Ayo, he made it to the big leagues. Oh, wait a minute. How did you change your name, bro? How did you change? So now I have Ratrick von Schwinga in the. He is right here with us live in the channel. That is great. Yes, you are in the bigs. But tell me, what country are you from now that I'm interviewing you? He's from Estonia. He's Estonian. His name is Ratrick von Schwinga. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna call him Scooter. Yeah, he's Scooter. That's what they're gonna call him on the game, and we're gonna call him Scooter Aram because his other names aren't gonna be in there. So there we go. Welcome to the channel, Ratrick von Schwinga. It's nice to have you, my friend. He is. How old are you? Tell me how old you are, dude. Let's go. So you're pre-war Estonia. Yes, I love it. Okay, Ratrick is pre-war Estonia. I don't know what exactly that means, but, it is what it is. How old are you, though, my friend? How old are you? I see you're a baseball player, right? And so sticks and rocks, is that what we're playing with, or what? We rocking the gloves? You are not 78, dude. Well, I can't make him 78. If I can make him 78, oh no. No, okay, so the oldest he can be is just a year younger than the Fanatic. So that's about where we can get to here on the show. We don't want him to be 45 because then he won't play. He'll never make it up to the big club. We want him to make it up to the big club. So you know what? I'm gonna choose. We're gonna make him 21. But I'll let you give him a number, and we'll make his number 78, since that was going to be his age. So Ratrick von Schwinga, all right, from Estonia, but we still don't have a position. So I saw first base, okay. No, you want him to be 45? No, come on. I want him to play. He's not going to play on the team. He's down in the minors right now. Oh, you're still limber. Okay. All right, you're 45. And we're not doing one of those fake birth certificate things. So Ratrick von Schwinga, who's right here inside the show, he's talking to us. And yes, he's still limber. Says he's still got good knees. That's good. Perfect. 78 is his number. So what position do you play? What position do you play, my friend? I'm really kind of enjoying that. And I see we have his agent. His agent's here too, speaking for him as best they can. So, yeah. Oh, look at that! You got me to go quiet. I went quiet. That doesn't happen very often. You shut the Fanatic up for about 2 seconds. We're gonna end this poll now because that's. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna do that. So the poll's complete, and we know that. Jimmy John, well, it ended up being a tie, but all right, you know what? That's it. I'm going with the position. We're gonna make. Oh, he's a closer. Okay, beautiful. Oh wait, Ratrick says he plays right field. Okay, so you're a right fielder, but your secondary position is. Can you pitch too? No, you can't pitch too. We'll make you an outfielder. There you go. So you're a complete outfielder. Are you a two-way player? Can you do that? Let's see if you can do that. He could be like, I don't know that. I excel in all positions. All. Okay. Beautiful. And yeah, that could mean so many things. But all right, we're gonna go with right field and outfield. He's a right-handed thrower. He bats. Switch. We'll go switch. There you go. His contract term is 4 years. So he's currently 45. And, okay, I will direct all questions to his agent from now on. I do apologize. His contract term is 4 years. He'll make $2 million a year. He currently has 0 service in the major leagues. And excellent. Excellent. Okay, so let's see if he's on the roster now. Make sure I didn't screw this up. If not, I got to do what I did last time. Nope, there he is. Ratrick von Schwinga. Yes, he's a 45-year-old, 34 overall, deep potential right fielder. So you know what that means now. This is what this means. He has to play at September call-ups because we created him. He will play, as will Hamilton Porter. So come September, hang in there. 2 episodes from now, we're going to get to see Ratrick von Schwinga get his game on here in America. The Estonian All-Star who played, about 20 seasons in the Estonian major leagues will be bringing his talents to the United States to play right field. I'm sorry, to Canada. He couldn't make it in the United States, so we picked him up here for the Montreal Expos team. So that was good. Okay, so that's going to do it for tonight, folks. We're getting right to 9 o'clock here on the West Coast. For my friends who will watch this in replay on the East Coast, hello to everybody out there. Hopefully you stay warm, stay safe. I know you got some heavy, crazy weather coming at you. If I got a friend out there who's maybe traveling the world, might be watching me on the replay, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. It's beautiful it's beautiful wherever you are, even if it is out there on the wide open ocean. Also, to my regular watchers, always thank you for the support. Very nice to meet some folks out there the other day who actually knew me by voice and not so much by face. That was pretty cool, for sure. We will be live Wednesday night, 6:45, Hartford Whalers Wednesday. That is the original Islander Fanatic show, and always exciting when we follow the Whalers. Last week we ended the season, and they did not make the playoffs, which was a complete bummer. So we're going to be working towards making some changes with that club. So to my AGM, my JGMs, you're going to be joining me Wednesday night, start thinking about who we can get to fill some of those spots because it's time to make some moves with the Hartford Whalers. We're also going to have the Clippers recorded shows coming up. I'm working hard on editing a lot of that. And our little golf match will be happening as soon as we get the chance to do that. So if you are a fan of the show and you know a very hard course on the golf game that we can play on, and it's not something basic that I would know off the top of my head, feel free to put that in the comments, and we will be live here soon doing that. So thanks again, everyone, for joining me tonight. A whole lot of fun, and I will see you next week for Montreal Monday, and, of course, hopefully Wednesday night, 6:45, 7:45, 8:45, 9:45, depending on where you are, for Whaler Wednesday. Everyone have a great night, and we'll see you next time inside the cave.